When evaluating the work of an officiating team, the main element is the game control. It is not possible to talk about individual officiating techniques or mechanics when the game was not controlled. Remember that the image of the game and the discipline of its member is our priority. This is why the International Federation considers the game control as its golden rule. Each referee should demonstrate that he can be in charge, starting with the small administrative aspects that give us confidence and then the decision making process. Strong basics in our decision making process is fundamental since there is the origin of many situations. A greater number of wrong decisions provides a greater space for complaints and arguments. We are human beings and we can make mistakes, but good basics will guarantee the consistency of quality decisions. Even when we are correct, there are reactions. It is normal in basketball. Consequently, our emotional control and psychological management should be worked to face these scenarios. When we analyze violations or contact situations, why do we talk about the conviction on every call? We should be prepared to communicate and explain some situations during the game. We need to be honest and clear when we are communicating with coaches and players. It is recommended that it should be in a respectful way and when the rules provides the opportunity to do so. When communicating, it is recommended to answer questions but not comments. So it is important to listen first and answer after. According to the FIBA curriculum for referees training, players and coaches shall not be disrespectful to the referees with any obvious verbal or nonverbal complaint of a referee decision, any actions that belittle a referee, any obvious nonverbal reaction which might incite the crowd, or any use of obscene language. The referees should not allow coaches to become the center of attention with theatrical gestures and constant complaining, or assistant coaches or bench members to rise and complain about the referee's decisions. How do we stop indisciplined action that promote the lack of game control? The first key is understanding the game and the people to recognize which actions are really harming the image of the game. Basketball is an emotional sport. Spontaneous and genuine reactions should be understood and managed accordingly when they do not exceed the limits of respect. Next, we use our effective communication in two ways: to explain or clarify a game situation, or to warn a team member to avoid a similar behavior. Our last tool is to penalize with a technical or disqualifying foul any systematic action in which a team member ignores the referee's instruction. Remember that during the game there are reactions that, due to their severity, can be penalized when they occur on the first time. However, these actions should be completely obvious, sending a message that they will not be allowed during the game for any other team member. Controlling the game is not an easy task, but it's our main objective. We do it with rule knowledge, individual officiating techniques, referee mechanics, physical preparation, understanding of the game, emotional control, psychological management, among other factors that support us as referees. Now, If we are going to put all of these factors on one path, the path will be called leadership. We are leaders when we know, identify, and react accordingly to the situation.